Bro, I used to be that guy who was just so lonely, socially anxious. I used to be that guy, bro, that when all of the group was always talking and people were always having fun, and I'm that little guy who was playing video games on his laptop away from the group, not socializing. I had severe social anxiety. I couldn't even speak to people. I was so scared I was literally terrified of speaking to people. And the problem is, bro, I used to always talk about myself. I used to always, because I always heard this advice of you have to be interesting, you have to show people that you're an interesting person and you have things going for you. Bullshit. That's all bullshit. It doesn't work. I used to always talk about myself, which made people just hate me, which made people not want to be around me. And now I'm happy to say that because of this book right here, the book How to Influence and Influence People, and I'm gonna teach you the principles that made me literally the guy who everywhere I go, I'm literally like the God's honest truth. Everywhere I go, I become that popular guy who's like everyone wants to talk to, everyone wants to hang out with, everyone wants to be his friend, because of the principles in this book that I will teach you in this video. I became that guy who just everyone wants to be his friend, everyone likes him, basically everyone wants to be around him, and I will teach you how to do the exact same thing. So the first thing that you need to understand, bro, this is the basis of everything. This is like the base of literally everything we're gonna talk about. This is like the most important thing, the single most powerful way in the world to make people like you, to make people literally obsessed with you, to make people literally pull you to come like talk to them, to make people like literally everyone want to be your friend, to be that popular guy. The single most powerful way to do that is to give people a feeling of importance. Giving people a feeling of importance, the single most powerful way to make friends. And because, like, you might ask, why is making people feel important, like, important basically? Like, why is that the most powerful way? Because a feeling of importance, scientists have discovered and psychologists have discovered that a feeling of importance is a very, very, very deep human desire. It is, in fact, it is the deepest desire in human nature. The deepest desire we have is to feel important. And in my personal opinion, this is why a lot of young men are depressed and sad. This is one of the reasons, is because they don't feel important in society. They feel invisible because they don't have anything going for them. So that makes people literally feel depressed. This desire of a feeling of importance is, get this right, is as deep as the desire for food, for sex, for sleep, for breathing, for water, is as deep as that. Can you believe that? A feeling of importance. And the good thing for you, bro, is people are so like ridiculously deprived and just so hungry for this feeling of importance. Everyone wants to feel important. And if you think about it, bro, like everything you do it to feel important. Everything I do it to feel important, because we are humans basically. And this goes for men and women. Like, you think about it, for men, this is why men go to work at jobs. This is why men, this is why I go to the gym to build muscle. Of course I want to be attractive and all that, but I want to feel important, right? This is why I read books, because yes, I want to have knowledge and all that, but I want to feel important. This is why I record videos, because yeah, I want to help people and all that, but because I want to feel important, right? And you think about it, like, this is for men, like if you think about it for women as well, like this is why women and girls always post like pictures on Instagram and like bikinis and all that, because they want to feel important. This is why women are obsessed with attention, because they want to feel important. This is the deepest desire of human nature, is feeling important. And like I said, bro, this is like, everyone has this deprivation of a feeling of importance. Everyone is so deprived and hungry for a feeling of importance. And the rare individual who fulfills it, who fulfills people's feeling of importance, will have literally the whole world with him. The whole world will be with you, bro, when you make people feel important. And I will show you exactly how to do that. And I'm just like being honest, bro, like when you make people feel important, they will literally be obsessed with you. Like they will literally pull you to them. They will literally keep texting you and calling you. Like people will literally be obsessed with you, because people are so hungry for this feeling of importance. And when you make them feel important, like they just become obsessed with you. They literally love you. It's kind of those things that you don't really believe it until you actually do it, right? But of course the question here is, well, how do you actually make people feel important? Well, I'm just gonna explain this to you. I've now explained to you like the base. The basis is a feeling of importance. This is the basis of, you know, making friends, of like social skills, basically. This is the basis, feeling of importance. This is like the core of social skills. This is the core of charisma and, you know, making people attracted to you. This is the core of all of that, like social science, is making people feel important. Now, we're gonna build onto this base what I call 6 ways, which are in this book right here, the How to Impress and Influence People, 6 ways to make people like you. Alright, so right now you understand that this is the fundamental desire of human nature, is making people feel important. Now, I'm gonna give you 6 ways based on this feeling of importance to make people like you. And if you literally practice these 6 things, like, people will love you, bro. People will be obsessed with you. I'm not even taking the piss. You will be that popular guy everywhere you go when you make people feel important. First, I want to tell you something before I give you these 6 ways that will make everyone like you. There is one particular thing that absolutely kills people's feeling of importance. That is destroying your social skills, destroying your charisma, that is making you literally lose friends daily. And the problem is, you will see like everyone do this. You will see everyone do this. But the problem is, you think that this is normal, so you do it, but it's literally making you lose friends every single day, and it's making you lonely. Can you guess what it is? I'll give you like 5 seconds. It's honestly like 3 things, but they fall under the same category, basically. It's criticizing, arguing, and telling people they are wrong. These 3 things, which basically they fall under criticism. Criticizing, arguing, and telling people they are wrong are destroying you, bro. But I just want you to pause right here. Just pause this video for a second. Just pause this video and just like reprogram your mind. Like just let that sink in. Let all that information sink in. Like, man, yeah, that's right. I've been criticizing people. I've been arguing with people all the time. I've been telling people they are wrong all this time, and every single time I did it, it made me lose friends. It made people hate me more. So if you just remove this, bro, you will have more friends. If you just remove this, because literally everyone does it. And guess what? Why do people criticize? Why do people argue? Why do people tell other people that they are wrong? It's to get a feeling of importance. But this is a bad way to do it. This is a bad way to do it, and you shouldn't get your feeling of importance in this way. Instead, you should get your feeling of importance through the 6 ways to make people like you. So this right here, criticizing people, arguing and telling people they are wrong, is a no. Avoid that at all costs. Avoid this like you avoid rattlesnakes. Avoid it like you're avoiding like a wild animal. Avoid criticism. Like, practice yourself, make yourself practice on not criticizing, not arguing, and not telling people they are wrong. And you might say, like, how am I not gonna argue and tell people they are wrong when they're actually wrong? I'm gonna teach you this. I'm gonna teach you all this. But first, remove these 3 things out of your system, bro. Criticism, arguing, and telling people they are wrong. Bro, please, every single day, practice to not do these things, because they are literally destroying your social skills. So these right here are a no-go, right? Criticizing, arguing, and telling people they are wrong should be avoided at all costs. Alright, so that's your base. Now that you have a base, your base is, I don't criticize, I don't argue, I don't tell people they are wrong. That's your base. So we're gonna build up on that base, right? So now that you have a base, here are the 6 ways to make people like you. And I'm just gonna, I know I've been rambling so long, but I'm just gonna give you a disclaimer here. These are all skills that you can level up. So these 6 ways and these 6 skills, you should practice at least one of them, bro. You should practice at least one of them every single day. And if you can practice all 6, bro, like, you're a fucking G. If you can practice all 6, but just practice them every single day and level up these 6 skills, all right? So here are the 6 ways to make everyone want to be your friend. So the first thing is, the first principle is be genuinely interested in other people. Be genuinely interested in other people. This makes people feel very, very important. And Dale Carnegie, he has this famous quote which I love, which is, you can make more friends in 2 months by being genuinely interested in other people than you can in 2 years by making other people interested in you. You have to get this idea in your head, bro. People, right? People are not interested in you. They are not interested in me. They are interested most in themselves. Everyone is interested in themselves. So when you are genuinely interested, instead of being interested in yourself, and you are interested in other people, people will love you, because that makes them feel so important. So bro, when you become genuinely interested in other people, they will be obsessed with you. And I know all these skills, not only this one, it's gonna be hard at first, because you have to keep it in mind. Oh, I have to be genuinely interested in what the other person's saying. I have to be genuinely interested in other people. But just the more you do this, the more you are interested in other people, and the more you do the other 5 things we'll say, it just becomes natural. It just becomes like subconscious. Like, you do it without even realizing. Like, without even realizing, you make friends. Like by just existing. That's the level I am at, because I have practiced these skills for over 2 years now, honestly. So the way to actually be genuinely interested in other people is just fake it. Like, you kind of like fake it. You have to like fake it at first. And the way I do this is, like, let's imagine you're someone, I want to make you my friend. So I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna just focus on you. I'm just gonna be so interested in you, and I'm just gonna give you like my attention. I'm just gonna lean in and, you know, listen to you and just focus on you, right? Like that's how you become genuinely interested. Is you have to fake it at first, and then it like becomes natural to you. So you lean in, you know, you focus on what the other person's saying, you give him like your attention. That's how you be genuinely interested in other people, right? So that's the first principle. I know this one's kind of hard, but the second one, and the second principle is way more simple than this first one, is smile. Just smile. Like, smiling is amazing because first of all, it makes people feel very important. And when you smile, when you have like a wide smile, right, with your eyebrows up and you're smiling, it makes the other person feel like, you know, I love you, I want to be your friend, I appreciate you, you're a good person. A smile is a messenger of your goodwill and your intention. And of course, when people see your smile, it shows them that you love them, you care for them, and that makes them, you know, feel important, right? So the smiling it's probably my favorite because it's so easy and simple, but it will make you way more fun than you could even think, right? So just smiling. And the problem is, like most people, like a lot of people, like they're like, you know, I want to make a lot of friends and all that, but when they meet someone, they're like, hey, what's up? Like, how you doing? Bro, there's no smile, there's no like charisma. Where's like the bright smile that's making people feel important, right? In this modern day, we see like men like always focus on like their outward appearance and like putting on necklaces and Gucci and designer, and like women focusing on their body and, you know, looking good and like the crazy hairstyles. But if these people, they focus on things that don't even matter, and they do all these things, like they do all these like weird things in their body and their face to make people to feel important basically, but they don't change their face at all. They don't change their facial expression. They don't smile. And like if you like vice versa, if you see someone who is poor, who doesn't even dress that well, who just like very bad, but he's always smiling at you, he's like genuinely interested in you, you will automatically want to be her friend, want to be his friend, right? So smiling really makes people feel important and will make you tons and tons of friends. So that's the second principle. The third principle is say people's names. Say people's names, or remember people's names. You know what? The one word that people just love, that just adore hearing that one word that they just love in any language at all. It's not like I love you or you're my favorite person or things like that. Of course, those things are good. But the single greatest word that people just love hearing, and that makes people, of course, feel important, is their names. It is their name. Your name is like, it's like your authenticity. It's who you are. It's only for you. Like, you're the only one who has your name, right? So that when someone says your name, that makes you feel important. That makes you feel, that's my name, right? Like, everyone has their own name. That's my name. So you like that. And the more you say people's names, it's not cringe, it's not a bad thing. The more you say people's names, the more they just like you, the more they just want to be your friend. Like, I'm gonna tell you like my first impressions meeting people that make people just love me, that make people just that make me the popular guy everywhere, is when you meet someone for the first time, or when you meet your friend the next time, like in an outing or something, do these two principles, like smile and be genuinely interested, and just say his name. So this will go something like this: hey John, how you doing? If you do that, literally instantly, John will love you. John will like you, will want to be your friend, because you made him feel important by using these three principles. You are like excited, like genuinely interested in him. You were smiling, and you said his name. So hey John, how you doing? You know, that makes people feel important. That's how your first impressions should be. So just practice it. You have to practice all these first, and then they become natural. So just practice saying people's names a lot in the conversation. All right, so that's the third principle. All right, so right now we've said be genuinely interested in other people, smile, say people's names, and number four is listen. Just listen. And this is my favorite principle of all time for social skills, because first of all, in my personal opinion, this is what makes people feel the most important, and it's just so easy. It is really easy, especially if you're like an introverted person like me, like you don't like speaking that much, you don't like talking that much in a conversation. Listening is a superpower, especially in the modern day, where no one listens to anyone else. Everyone wants to share his idea or her idea, and everyone cares about what he thinks. No one cares about what the other person thinks. So when you're that rare guy who's like sitting at the table and you're like listening, people just love you. Like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, there was this one time I was on a table with my friends, with a lot of my friends, and I'm just tired, you know, I don't want to speak, and at the same time I want to make my friends like me more. So I'm just sitting there, and everyone's, you know, saying their experiences and things like that, and I'm just sat like this, like with a smile, leaning in, and I'm just listening. I'm not saying any word, right? And everyone's sharing his story and what he likes and what this person likes. And then like half an hour into the conversation, one of my friends like looks at me, and he's like, hey Kevin, we haven't heard you that much. And I was like, nah, I love listening like to what you guys have to say. And then they all of my friends, they just start talking about me. Like, you know, actually Kevin, you know, what do you like in the gym? Like, well, what's with the YouTube channel? What book did you read yesterday? And everyone just became interested in me because I just listened to them, all right? So it works vice versa, basically. Another thing I want to say is, I know you right now, you might feel like insecure, but you know, you've actually been, if you've been watching this video, you're 24 minutes into this video so far, and you have been listening to me speak all this time. And I know, like, I'm just a video, like this is just a video, but just go do the same thing with your mom or your dad or your girlfriend or your friends. Just listen to them. You've been doing it for 24 minutes right now, right? So just do it. You already have made so much progress. So it's really easy, bro. Just practice listening to people. And honestly, if your main goal is to like make friends, you should honestly like speak like 10% of the conversation and let the other person speak like 90% of the conversation. Like what I like to do is, I like to do like ad libs, you know, like when you know, like rap songs, right? You know, when there's like the rapper, he's like rapping like, he's like rapping and saying all these like lyrics and saying the rap song, the main rapper, and he has like his boy, his friend, and he's like, chick, gang, right, yeah, and he's like saying these like small words like ad libs. That's what you should do. Like, instead of, you know, speaking all the time and all that, you should be the guy who like does ad libs, right? So, like, for example, like, you know, one of your friends will be like, hey, you know, like, I watched this football match yesterday, and you're like, really? Like, you just hit them on like one word, like, really? And then they continue talking, right? And then you're like, wow, like, you just say these, like, I know it's kind of cringe, but it's like you say these like small ad libs, right? And it just makes people love you, because listening makes people feel important, all right? So that's the fourth thing. Number 5 is talk in terms of what the I know it's a lot, but it's a really simple principle, I swear. Talk in terms of what the other person is interested in. So basically, and this is what all the stupid content I see online, man, that is making people, instead of make friends, lose friends, is the basic principle of social skills is to be interesting, be interested. That's what being interesting is all about. To be interesting, be interested. Just like that story I said. I was interested in other people, so then they all became interested in me. So to be interesting, be interested. Talk in terms of what of the other person's interest. Meaning, let's say you have like your friend, he like really likes, you know, cars, for example. Even if you don't like cars, even if you don't, you know, you don't enjoy cars, you don't even care about any car or whatever, would you tell him like, hey bro, do you like BMW or Mercedes more? You know, what's like your dream car? You ask questions on what the other person is interested in, right? You know, like, you know, you probably have a friend where, you know, he's like interested in basketball or football or something. Just ask him like, yo, who's your favorite basketball player? And he will just ramble on, like keep speaking, and you just listen with a smile, leaning in. I promise you, if you do that, just one conversation, you're free, like that person, he will literally be obsessed with you. He will literally love you, like literally be so attracted to you, and you will have so much fucking charisma. It's insane. This is the basis of charisma, honestly. This is what charisma is. Like, when we say someone who is charismatic, we mean someone who is genuinely interested in other people, who smiles, who remembers people's names, who listens, who talks in what the other person is interested in. That is what a charismatic person is, basically. So, talking what the other person cares about. And like I said in the beginning of the video, people are not interested in you, they're not interested in me, they're interested in themselves and what they care about. And of course, talking in what the other person cares about makes them feel very important, because no one does that. No one does that at all. Everyone talks about what they care about. Everyone talks about what he likes. No one talks about what the other person likes. So when you're that rare person who does that, literally people will be obsessed with you. I'm literally being honest. So the 5th thing is talk in terms of what the other person is interested or cares about. And number 6, and the last principle, and honestly, in my opinion, the greatest way to make people feel important is praise them. praise. Like honestly, the book How to Influence People, like most of the book just talks about this, just talks about praising people, because this is the way to make people feel important. And praising is so simple. Praising is just, you go to a guy, you think in your head that, yo, that's a nice shirt. You just tell him, bro, you got a nice shirt today, you got nice shoes. A problem with society right now, the problem with most people right now, why literally Gen Z is the loneliest generation in the world, because they fucked this up. It's because they switched this. Most people criticize when someone is doing something bad, and they don't praise when someone is doing something good. What you should do is the exact opposite of that. This is how you don't make friends. You criticize people when they do bad, and you say nothing when people do good. What you should do is the exact opposite. So you don't criticize at all when people are doing something that's bad, because that makes them feel unimportant. And you praise people as soon as you see them doing something good. That's not only how you make friends, that's how you become a leader. This is how I became a leader myself, is I stopped criticizing people when they did bad, and I started praising them when they did good things. And this is what you should do. I promise you, if you just take this one thing, you don't criticize people when they do something bad, and you praise them when they do something good, you will have way more friends than you have right now. Way more, I guarantee it. In 2 weeks, you will have so many friends, you wouldn't even believe it. If you just do this one thing, is you don't criticize when people are doing something bad, and you praise people when people are doing something good, right? And praising it's literally just complimenting people. So yeah, you got a nice hat today. Hey, you got a nice skin. Hey, you're such a nice guy. You're such an honest person. You're such a cute girl. You're such a sweet girl, right? Just praising people, that makes people feel so important and so loved, and just makes people love you. Praising people. All right, so those are the 6 principles to make people like you. If you get nothing out of this video, just get these 6 principles. And I will say them again for you. Be genuinely interested in other people. Smile. Remember people's names. Listen. Talk in terms of the other person's interests. And praise people. Compliment people. These 6 things make people feel important. And I'm going to tell you a story that just shows you like the power of this. It shows you how powerful these 6 principles are. So last year, right? This was last year. So last summer, I went on a vacation with my dad. You know, my brother and my mom didn't want to come, so I just went on a vacation with my dad. And I honestly just feel so lonely. We go to this like new place where I don't know anyone. We booked the hotel, everything's good, and I'm in the hotel, but I just feel very lonely. You know, lonely with girls, lonely with friends. I don't have any of my friends, and my brother's not with me, my mom is not there. I'm just me and my dad. I just feel very lonely. So I stay in the hotel, you know, I'm just working on videos, working out, things like that. Just focusing on my goals, reading. And I go at night, right? I don't know anyone at this place. And we go to the like town center where everyone's there. There's like pretty girls and like, you know, basically everyone goes to this like place where there's like a pool area. There's like shops and like grass and things like that. There's like this whole like public area in like the hotel we're staying in. So I go to this place and I have my football. I love football, by the way. And I'm playing football with my dad. And this little boy comes in. So I tell myself, you know what? Just practice your social skills, bro. Just practice your social skills with this little boy. So I'm like, hey, and he's like, he tells me, hey, can I play with you? And I'm like, yeah, of course, man. What's your name? And he was like, you know, I don't know, like Josh or something. I don't remember. We'll call this boy like Josh. So I tell him, hey Josh, come on, of course you can play, bro. With like a smile. And we're like playing, and then another kid comes in, and then another kid comes in. And then like teens, like my age, they start playing football, and we're all playing football. And we just keep playing football for hours and hours and hours. And I just have this massive group of friends where guys who are my age and like little kids as well. And we, of course, we get tired. We've been playing for like 2 or 3 hours. And it's like, well, like 11 o'clock at that time, 11 o'clock at night. So we're all like tired and fatigued. So we sit together and everyone is speaking about, you know, their experience. Everyone's speaking about, like everyone is telling his or her story. And I'm just seated like this, you know. I'm of course, I had this in mind. I'm practicing my social skills, right? So I'm smiling, I'm leaning in, and I'm listening to everyone. I'm listening to what everyone is saying. I'm like this, nodding, you know. Wow, that's amazing. Oh my God, you met a wizard. Like that's crazy. Like, just a disclaimer here. Like most people just say stories that are so ridiculous. Like it's obvious that these stories are fake, but that's not the point here. So I'm just leaning in, you know, smiling and listening to everyone. And that made those guys, and that literally made everyone like me. Like everyone was like, hey, just tell us your experience. And everyone just told me like, hey, can I have your number, Kevin? Like, give me your number, bro. We should hang out tomorrow and all that. And I just have this massive group, right? But the story doesn't end here. You see, there's like, it's like getting late. It's like 12 a.m. at that point, 12 p.m., sorry. 12 a.m., 12 at night, basically, 12 o'clock at midnight. And they start setting up like this, like party for like teenagers, basically. It's like this huge party for like teenagers at this place. For like guys who are like my age, which like, you know, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, like at that age, right? And there's like really pretty girls there. And I'm with like my friend group, which are teens now. Like all the kids have went away. We're all like teens, right? And I'm with that friend group. But the problem is the party is not for, you know, guys who are 60. It's more for like little kids, right? So the party is for like little kids. It's for like kids who are like, you know, little kids, like 10, 11, 12, like little kids, right? So I'm with my boys. We're like teenagers with these like boys. And there's another group of girls who are, honestly, they were really pretty. And they were like our age. They were like 16, 17, 18, like our age group, right? So the party's going on, everyone's having fun, and I'm just fucking around. Like I'm trying to be funny with my friends, and we're just fucking around, laughing, having fun. And I keep trying to enter, and I like, you know, like get on my knees, like act like I'm a little kid with those like little kids, and all my friends are like laughing, you know, that's hilarious. And I keep trying to go in and get kicked out. I try to go in and get kicked out because it's like a party for like little kids and all that. And there's the other group of girls, they see me and they're all like laughing as well. So I go to these girls and I'm like, hey, you can't get in as well. And they're like, yeah. So it's a long ass fucking story, but it was a really fun night. Like me and my friends, we tried to go in, and that group of girls, they tried to go in and get kicked out, and then we tried to go in and we get kicked out. And we just fuck around with the whole party. And it was a really fun night, honestly. Like I came back really, really happy. And you might argue like that's degenerate, like bro, you're not focusing on your goals. 100% it is. But it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot, and it improved my social skills a lot. And that just shows you the power of this book, man. Like all of these things all of these events that happened, like I eventually became friends with those girls and those guys because of these 6 principles, because of this book. This book literally changed my fucking life, bro. I wasn't like this at all. I was a socially anxious kid who was not even scared to talk to girls. I was scared to talk to boys, man. That's how socially fucked up I was. I was at the bottom tiers of men, man. And this book saved me. Now, the last thing I will do is I want you, because I know you probably still doubt a bit that these principles will actually work. But I want you to close your eyes and visualize. Visualize you meet this new guy in like your school, and he's like this new guy, like no one really knows him, but he meets you with a smile, and he asks you, hey, like what's your name and all that, and you tell him your name, and he keeps repeating your name like with a smile, and you keep talking to him, and he's really interested in what you're saying and nodding, and he's really happy and smiling at you, keeps saying your name, he keeps listening to you, he keeps talking about what you are interested in, and he keeps praising you about your accomplishments and what you have done. Of course, that guy, you will just love that guy. Perhaps if you practice these 6 things for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you will be that guy. You will be that guy that literally everyone loves, that popular guy. And of course, bro, like these skills, I promise you, bro, if you practice these 6 skills for 6 months, you will literally be able to make anyone your friend. You will be so popular, it's insane. And I promise you, if you keep just practicing these social skills, perhaps for not even 6 months, if you practice them for 6 months, you will get to the point where they become just automatic, like subconsciously you just do these things. But imagine you do this for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You're practicing these 6 things. Bro, imagine how charismatic you'll be. Imagine how many friends you will have, how good of social skills you will have, how people will just be obsessed with you and love you, right? Because of these 6 social skills, bro. Like, you don't understand how powerful this is until you try it. Just pick one of these 6 things that we've just explained. Be genuinely interested in other people. Smile, remember people's names. Listen, talk in terms of the other person's interests, and praise the other person. Just pick one of these. Even if it's just smiling. Just practice smiling in your day-to-day life. And I promise you, people will treat you way differently. People will like you a lot more, because everyone's like frowning and everyone's like has this like resting bitch face like this. And when you're like that smiling charismatic guy, people will just love you. People will naturally be attracted to you, right? And this of course goes for men and women. All right. And as always, bro, in this together, we're gonna make it. Promise you, we're gonna make it together. Peace, take care.